Morning.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
7:12. We're out of camp.
We should have been out 12 minutes
Keep
earlier.
your hands and feet inside the ride at all times.
Yeah, remember, Double Tap sleeping. Yeah, it was, we got in Chipaway. Double Tap, wasn't that his trail name? We got in, Chipaway was there, and she headed out early. And there were two guys that came in shortly after us to the shelter, but through the night, more people came in. And Wayside?
Yeah.
Wayside came in at 9. He said he stopped at the last shelter, and it was so early, he thought he'd be able to stealth. And next thing he knows, he's doing a 24. Good morning.
Well, ask me that in about 4 hours.
So now we are off to the roller coaster.
Remember, kill me today.
I won't kill you, I promise. So as soon as you come up out of the shelter, you have great cell service. And we had to stop and let Mom know that once again we have survived the night without being eaten by bears. You know, it's hard for Mama. She's going to be 95 in November, and she worries. And Mama's job is never done. We just met Zero, and he was texting his mom too, so it's a thing. All right, off we go to the roller coaster. I'm really apprehensive about this. I don't know why. Okay, impending doom music, play now. Entering the roller coaster. Have a great ride. When Rich shows up, we'll have to take a picture. Oh dear. I don't know if you can even see him, but we just got passed by a Thru runner. He's running the roller coaster with his pack. Yeah.
Yeah, he just really showing off.
Yeah, makes us feel like really, really accomplished, I must say. We have completed the up of what we think is the second roller coaster. It had a false summit. We'd like to think it was 3, but we're pretty sure it's 2. And now we're doing the downhill. There are supposedly 10 total and 13.5 miles. And we're just really glad we're doing it early in the morning, because that would not be fun in 90-degree heat going up and down these things. Well, sadly, even though I was looking for it, I guess I managed to miss the 1,000-mile sign. Well, it's not a sign, it's written on a tree, but for traditional Nobos, that's obviously an epic number. For us, it really is just interesting. It's just another number. Yeah, we need to do some really complicated math formula. I think at the 1,000 mark, we're like near 300 for 2021. But yeah, we'll have to figure out what mile markers are, you know, big numbers for us. We'll probably just do like 500 and 1,000 and halfway. So far, your opinion of the roller coaster, sir?
Pointless ups and downs.
Yeah. We've done 3.
Yeah.
We've done 3. The last little bit here has been...
2 4s and a 5.
Yeah, and this has actually been fairly reasonable for the last half mile, so... yeah. There's supposedly, I think, 10 in a 13.5 mile stretch. But we're going to stop at Bear's Den, so we're about 5 miles from there. So we're about a third of the way through our day. If we happen to see the sign, which I'm not optimistic about, I'll turn this back on. This is number 5 we're getting ready to start?
Yeah.
Number 5.
We're doing it right.
If we're doing it right, if we're counting correctly. Because there's supposed to be 10. That guy up there, I don't know if you can see him.
Look at you just running across there with the video going.
Yeah, how about that? He looked for the 1,000-mile mark for like from 999 on and didn't see it. So it may have been taken off the tree, because I saw it earlier in the year. It was painted on and it was white. So the trail maintainers may have taken it off, leave no trace. But now I don't feel so bad about missing it. I thought I just wasn't paying attention. We are taking a break at Sam Moore's shelter. It's about 1/10 off the AT and pretty much halfway through the roller coaster. Number 5 was a bear. So we're gonna take a little minute. Make sure nobody's in here. No, it's all empty. So there's the shelter, and it looks like campsite's there. There's a spring, and I'm sure the privy's close by. I just don't know where. There's bear poles. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this pack off and take a break. So we have just done a really big downhill to finish up 6. And this is like Spout Run, I think it's called. And I think we still have like 700 up to get to Bear's Den. But this is real pretty. It's a nice place to stop. Get water if you need it. There's been plenty of water. So that's been awesome. Yeah, the roller coaster, the struggle is real. Oh, there's the trail. I think he's stopping to rinse off. We're almost done with the climb for 7.
Hey. Give it to me, roller coaster. Come on.
Yeah, he's lost his mind. He's gone delirious.
Come on, roller coaster.
Stop now. We have 121 more feet. And we'll be like in 9 tents. We'll be at a creek and a tent site. Yeah, this gets tough. You can't hurry. There are a lot of rocks. But you know, it's a good test. And of course, people who came all the way from Georgia have a lot more trail legs under them than we do. So,
Hey, can I interject a point?
What's that?
There are a lot of rocks.
Yeah. Yeah. There are. Okay. I'm going to put this away and pay attention to what I'm doing. Yay! Mountain laurel in bloom.
See?
See how pretty?
You hike to find yourself.
Yes,
You just did.
I just did. Oh, so pretty. We are a half a mile. Sorry, frog. Half a mile from Bear's Den, and we have 420 feet to climb. So this will be 8 by our calculations. So if, in fact, what I had heard that there are 10, we'll have 2 more to do afterwards. Yeah, be quiet about that. Yeah, be quiet about that. So maybe we'll have more than that because we still have, gosh, another 5 miles in roller coaster. I can't imagine there's only 2 more climbs. But first we have to get to Bear's Den. This is Bear's Den Hostel. Rumor has it everything's closed, so we may not be here very long. But we're gonna take a quick look around. It's really pretty. So this is the backyard of Bear's Den. We came around here to fill our water because the sad news is you can't get anything. You can't buy anything at all. This is the entrance for the hostel. But the store is really only open, like it says in Gut Hook, like 5 to 9. Apparently it opens very briefly first thing in the morning. I don't understand why the ATC would do it that way, but they did. So we're going to find out just how light we can go because we had planned on eating lunch here and getting a little bit of food here. And neither of those things are going to happen. Rich was dumping the trash and getting his pack put together. I was talking to some guys under the pavilion, and if you come here, you don't go that way, right? The store is definitely closed. Now, they said you could sneak in if you went through the hostel, but basically all they have is like Gatorade and candy bars. I mean, that's what they told me. But a half a mile away is a brewery. And apparently it was Taco Tuesday. So it was tempting, but we decided to be grown-ups and keep going. I mean, we're going to come in with basically no food for once, which is the goal. So, you know, we're going to do another 5 miles and we'll survive. And apparently we've only got like 1,126 up in the next 4 miles. So that seems like a lot less than what we've been doing. Hopefully it will be a little easier than the last couple. This is Bear's Den Overlook. It's really the first view we've had. A lot of folks are here. You can park real close to Bear's Den and just walk up. So we're going to enjoy this for a second and get out of here. We got 5 miles to go. Okay, I did a quick pan. This is Raven Rocks, and it's our first real view of the day. It's absolutely beautiful. How far do we have still?
I don't know, about a mile.
About a mile. This has been a tough one, not gonna lie. But hopefully we can get this done pretty soon. That's a terrible video. Get it done pretty soon and get off our dogs because they're barking. Lots of rocks and lots up and down. We stopped and got some water and took a little break and talked to 4 guys who are section hiking southbound. Backtracker, Trail Dad, Patagonia, and Caboose. We are sneaking up on being done with the roller coaster. Ooh, they told us we had like one other climb, so we're doing it now. We were so brain dead we took pictures at the end, but we didn't video. So you just have to look at the picture, but we're out of the roller coaster and now we are looking for a site. I mean, there's a tent site 3 miles up, but that's way more than I want to do today. So hopefully we'll find something here soon. This was not what we anticipated doing, but after we finished the roller coaster, we could not find any stealth sites. So we are now at the Blackburn Trail Center Campground. And it would appear, except for a squirrel, we have it all to ourselves. So that was a very long day. We'll talk about it in the wrap up. We got to find a tent site. Yeah, there's supposed to be like 6 tent sites back here. There's a privy. There's picnic tables. So, and this doesn't suck. And there's a deer, 2 deer. Before we lose the light, that's where we ended up setting up the tent. The privy's right over there, so we kept that and the bear pole in mind. But yeah, it was a nice platform, so we were able to get the tent up pretty easily, and we got a picnic table. Rich was looking, I mean, we never thought we'd come this far. And Rich was looking, and apparently maybe you can tent over by the trail center. And so that may be why we're the only ones here. Is that was the way cool place to be. I don't know. But with the exception of not having water, which there is water at the trail center, we have basically everything we need and have the place all to ourselves. So it could be a lot worse. Good evening. We look how I feel. That's pretty sad too.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made.
Breaking the law.
Well, you know, Rich really wanted to do the roller coaster in one day.
I mean, we were like a mile away from finishing.
Well, unfortunately, I had a campsite picked that was a mile before the end, and he really wanted to finish, and I was like, okay, there'll be stealth sites. No, there won't. So
another 5K later.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, 19 miles, and 19 miles of which 13 and a half were the roller coaster. So tomorrow is now a very short day.
That roller coaster thing is a real bugger, and for me, what made it hard was the rocks, the loose rocks and all the rocks.
Yeah, there were a lot of rocks.
The entire 7/8 of the trail were covered with, rocks.
I mean, the ups, ups are ups. Downs are harder than ups for me.
There were a couple places that were kind of fun because they were a little bit technical. I think the top of, as you're going, north, the 4th hill, the top of it's pretty cool. Number 5 was the most difficult, I thought, of all of them. But
everybody's going to be different. And, if you stop at Bear's Den and spend the night and start the last half fresh, I'm sure it will be a lot easier than it was for us. But we're now like 12 miles from Harper's Ferry. We're going to go in, and this time we really are going to take a 0 because we feel like it's in order. So
this little camping place that we found is kind of a pain to get to from the trail because you got to come down
down a long way.
50 feet worth of stairs, but nice little campground.
And if we had realized this was even in the offing, we would have done a little more research, because when I looked on Gut Hook, it didn't look like the trail center. It was just a cabin, and didn't look like you could tent there, but when Rich was looking, he felt like maybe I misinterpreted it. But by that point, we already had the tent set up, so we was staying here. But yeah, I think that's all for me. I'm exhausted. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, night kids were cooked.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.